How's it going, guys? Easy with Defense Resources. Welcome to the third installment of our Go Bags series. In this installment, we will discuss the stuff that I'm putting in the bags that I talked about in the last installment. If you haven't seen that, I discussed the bags that I've used, or the bag I use, and why I choose it. I'm going to start from left to right and go through this. I used to carry an Nalgene bottle, but now I just carry just a Fiji water bottle. Reuse it, fill it up with spring water. It's lighter than a Nalgene. That's pretty much the only thing, and plus the threads on the bottle interface with my Sawyer Mini water filter, so I can use them together. That's another reason. Sitting in a Snow Peak titanium half-liter cup. Really like this cup. Used it several times. Up here I've got trail mix just for a snack. There's a lot of energy there in trail mix, and I've got some power gel, a 5-hour Gatorade, a Fresnel lens, some bug repellent, sunscreen. In the Carmex container there is it's like a natural Neosporin. It's made out of honey and like beeswax and coconut oil and all kinds of different stuff that I use it on. You can use it on burns, cuts, scrapes. Use it for chapped lips, dry skin. It's kind of a do-all. I've got a compass. Then there's some Gear Aid tenacious tape. Never heard of this stuff. It's for repairing tarps, tents, jackets. It's kind of a real tough repair tape. It's really cool. Next to that is a battery container. Got some CR123 batteries and spare batteries for my headlamp. Then I've got my USGI poncho. That's part of my shelter. It's already got some guidelines attached to the grommets just to make pitching up a shelter a lot quicker. Up here I've got super glue, some dummy cord. In the black leather case, that's my pick kit. It's Bogota tool set. If it's legal in your area, I highly recommend you get familiar with how to pick locks, or a basic understanding. It does come in handy. And no, it's not just for thieves. I just used mine just yesterday because we accidentally got locked out of a cabin, and I was able to pick the lock in about a minute and get back in, and didn't have to break a window or anything like that. So it is a skill that comes in handy. There's plenty of videos out there on lock picking and lock sport, so highly recommend you check that out. Kits aren't very expensive. The Bogota tool sets running between like $25 to $40 depending on what material you get. Above that is the floss. You can use it for sewing, for fishing line, for light cordage, for making practice traps, whatever. Highly recommend it. I recommend the waxed, unflavored, or unscented, because if you use it for emergency fishing line or anything like that, it could board off the fish. So, Gerber multi-tool. Next to that is a Petzl E-Lot. It's very small, very lightweight, really handy little piece of kit. Very small. Glock magazine, SE3 knife with fire starter and magnesium bar. Underneath that is a boonie hat. Underneath the boonie hat is a beanie, a thicker windstopper fleece beanie. Underneath that is a outside the waistband holster. So if I get out somewhere where I don't have to worry about concealment, and I need to, like I'm working on the farm or something, it's a lot more comfortable to wear this holster than it is my appendix holster, so I can switch out of that. Mechanics Flex Fit gloves. They're just, I really like the Flex Fit system. These are really tight. You can shoot with them on, work with them. Really good glove. Next to that is my power pack. It's got my phone charger, and it's got a Mophie portable battery, which I highly recommend. You can charge your phone or whatever, MP3 player or anything like that with it. It's you just got to keep ahead of it, because it will draw down over time if it's not used. So you got to keep it, every month or so, check on it and recharge it. Underneath that, the lightweight fire kit. There's a beeswax candle, pet balls. Pet balls are petroleum jelly impregnated cotton balls. So you just take a cotton ball and smear some jelly on it, some Vaseline or some petroleum jelly on it, and you got yourself a very fine fire starter. And if you super impregnate, like if you melt the Vaseline down and use the cotton ball and really get it saturated and then strain it out, man, things will burn for like 6 minutes. Awesome. Works extremely well. I've never had one fail, even in rain. So that's really good stuff. There's a Bic lighter down there somewhere. Underneath that, there's a spare pair of sunglasses in that case. REI Element soft shell jacket. It's a rain jacket. Works extremely well. There's a skivvy roll. It's got a thermal shirt, wool socks, wool gloves, and another lightweight fleece beanie. That's part of my winter module. There's a Shamoff. Highly recommend these because they can be used for so much different stuff, like a bath towel, pot holder, scarf, head wrap, face wrap. Just, I use it as a pillow, or if I'm sleeping in my hammock, I'll use it to cover cold spots. So above that is the Snug Pack dry bag. It's a large. I use it to keep most of the stuff in the bag in, most of the stuff that would be damaged by water. Next it is a Saul 2-person emergency bivvy. I got the 2-person in case somebody's with me, and or if I wanted a little bit extra room, so I can put some of my stuff in there with me to keep it out of the rain if needed. Underneath that's a hygiene kit. It's got some anti-shave cream. It's got foot powder, toilet paper off the roll. Underneath that's my water kit. It's got a Sawyer Mini. If you don't know anything about the Sawyer Mini, look into it. It interfaces with most 2-liter bottles, standard threading. It'll also screw onto most platypus bottles. Also, I've got some Katadyn water purification tablets in there, and also a 1-liter Whirl-Pak bag. It's a lightweight way to carry an additional liter of water, and you can put the water in the Whirl-Pak, put your purification tablet down in it, and then Charlie Mike on down the trail, and after it's had its time to set, you can either drink it or refill your bottle out of it. It's pretty flexible. Over here, this is a North Face Thermoball jacket. Thermoball is their synthetic version of a down jacket. It's supposed to have all the benefits of down without any of the downsides, like if it gets wet, it won't turn into mush and just be completely useless. But all this together in the bag, everything total, it weighs, with the winter module and everything, as you see it, it weighs right under 18 pounds. And, this is not, it gets lighter during the summer. It actually goes down to about right above 15, I think 15 and a half pounds. So it's quite a bit of stuff, but, understand this is what I use, just like my daily stuff. It's got some of my tools in it. The stuff I use, almost every day, like my multi-tool. I'm always going to need for spare batteries, or maybe a snack, or some energy, or a first aid kit. That's probably one of the top 5 most used items. The holster, the jackets. If you just happen to find yourself out somewhere and the season changes on you, the weather changes for the worst for you, you've got stuff there to back you up. Gloves, both winter and work. Just different stuff, dude. So, a lot of people will balk at the 18 pounds, but there's a lot more here than just emergency equipment. So that's it, guys. That's what I carry. Just because I carry it don't mean it's going to be working out for you. So I highly suggest you evaluate your conditions, your terrain, your situation, and build your bag. If you're interested in building one, build it off of your situation. Not every bag is going to be perfect. Not every bag is going to take care of all situations, but this bag has came in handy for me several times. I wouldn't say it's saved my life, but it's definitely made my life much easier. So that's all. If you liked what you heard, like, share, subscribe with us. Got any questions, any suggestions, post them down below. We appreciate any feedback we can get. If you have any questions about anything down here, post it down below. I'll try to answer as soon as I can. If you'd like to see more in-depth view of the bags that I did in Go Bag 2, I can do that too if anybody wants to request that. Till then, Stay tuned for Go Bag 4, which I'm probably going to use Go Bag 4 for just to kind of discuss some of the changes that I've made or some of the things that I've changed around over the years. Maybe some reasoning, maybe some question answers if anybody wants to ask any questions. And maybe I might tie this up with Go Bag 5, where I'll talk about some of the times that I've used my Go Bag, or that it's came in handy. So stay tuned for those. I'll try to get them out as soon as I possibly can. Guys, I appreciate all your support, and thank you for tuning in.